sure that we have either the spreadsheets that our data people...
Do you mind if I go back and get it?
Really fast.
Okay, I'll be back.
I gotta go. So, you guys should have either the hard copy of your STAR data or your Dibbles math. Somebody have an extra book? Or you could have the spreadsheet copy that was given by email by our data coaches. Does everyone have their data?
Some of us don't have all the specific data.
I don't know. I didn't get the email. I don't know.
Okay. Do you have like your hard copies of like your STAR? That should be in your second tab marked data. And then if you got the binder, good.
I didn't bring all the cards, but I do have a question about one of my students.
Okay. Well, first thing that we're going to look at is the whole class. Any trends that we noticed as a whole.
Sorry.
And then we'll...
I know one of my kids he just couldn't shut down because it was a bad day.
Okay.
So, I don't know. I think we could redo it, but...
What area was that?
It was during the STAR.
Okay.
Yeah, but we just didn't have a lot of time. We ran over at Lusa.
Okay, wait. I'm sorry. I just looked at this. What did you say?
I said some of my students...
She's working with STAR right now.
Time's up.
Oh.
Okay. But anyway,
Yeah.
Okay.
some of my students...
So I'm sorry, I missed what you know.
We should
For the notes.
probably get to talking about reading then. We kind of missed our math. I guess we're doing okay in math. Does everyone think we're doing okay? Doing good enough?
Well, you're okay. I mean,
Okay.
you'll get it next year.
All right, Lori, write that down. We think we're doing okay in math right now.
Okay, doing okay.
All right, can you please set the timer? We're going to be talking about reading right now.
Okay, we do well in math.
No, we're putting that we did do well.
Oh.
That we think we did well.
Oh, okay, sorry.
With the exception of...
Okay, did do well.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
They'll catch up next year.
Okay.
All right, well, I think we're actually kind of out of time for talking. So, if you can just look over your data before the CAT meetings, we'll just,
But what is this? What do we do with it? I mean, we get this data, and we keep tapping,
so
and we
tired
get that
of
in.
data.
What do we do with it?
Well, the purpose is to look at it and find out, where all of our students are so we can
I
help
know
them
where they're at, but I don't. Then what?
Then we can get them into intervention programs.
Nate testing. What is that all about? I've got like 3 or 4 kids that are
But I have
supposed to
like
do it.
something to turn on that day. I don't know. Okay, so how much time do we have left?
It already went off.
Oh.
Sorry.
Yeah, I
I
got
had
kids
it
coming in my
outside.
room. I got kids coming.
So are we going to do this here?
I guess we don't have time. We're just going to have to catch up on it next time.
All right.
But we're doing good in math, I think.
Doing okay
So
now.
is it
It'll
okay?
be okay. Yeah. It'll be fine.
Okay, well, everyone have a happy Monday.
Bye.
Hey,
See ya.
see you guys. Thanks.
All right, thank you guys all for being on time. It looks like it's about 8 o'clock, so why don't we get started so that we can get out of here on time, because those kiddos are going to be here sooner than we know. All right, everyone should have their data, either the spreadsheet that our wonderful data coaches sent to us, or you might have your hard copies of like your Dibbles and your STARs and so forth. Does everyone have their data with them?
Yeah.
Yep. Well, thank you for bringing that, being prepared. Why don't we look at math first, since we did the Dibbles math this time around. Did anyone notice anything across the board, like just your whole classroom, any concerns or things that were kind of yellow flags?
You told me something the other day about your class.
I felt that the fractions just didn't seem quite as strong as I would like them to be. So I feel like maybe a little bit more focus in fractions might be something that my class needs work on. I'd say out of my whole class, about half seemed strong in the basic fractions concept, and the other half was kind of wishy-washy.
And that's what the results ended up showing?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I was actually feeling going into this assessment, like when we decided, okay, we're going to do this assessment, I thought fractions were going to be, I really didn't think they had the handle on it. I was pleasantly surprised when I got the data back, and it kind of shows, it was really just a few of them.
Okay.
So I went ahead and pulled them back, and I did that one Marilyn Burns lesson that we came up with last year together.
They're hands-on, where they can just
And I did that
manipulate
like 2 days in a row with those kids, and then gave them the assessment, and it was a nice improvement.
Oh, you did something fun the other day.
Yeah, I did with all kinds of food. And, pizza's cut in 4s, 8s, whatever.
The other thing that came up, I don't know, we talked about it a little bit at lunch the other day, the elapsed time.
Oh, that's
I was
right, you did say
surprised.
that to me.
I was surprised, I was expecting the fractions, I wasn't expecting the elapsed time. And I know in the past when we've looked at some scores, at the test question, maybe it's just the test and the way it's worded, but I'm thinking it would be good for us to maybe come up with some sample practice questions on our next assessment.
Okay. All right, so is that elapsed time?
Time and a little difficulty with fractions, otherwise
Across the board we did?
pleasantly surprised.
Okay. All right, well then, why don't we, how are we doing on time?
We have just a few, 20 seconds.
20 seconds. All right, well then, why don't we move and talk a little bit about reading?
Okay.
Just some general
Sounds
things
good.
that we noticed in reading based on our data.
I don't know about you guys, but I was really excited. Did you guys come out with some pretty good scores?
Overall, mine were much better than this, and I just had probably 2 kids who went down. The rest of them went up or stayed pretty much the same as far as my general scores.
Mine were great. I was,
So I'm trying to think of the two, like, I kind of had the same thing. I had 1 go down and then 2 just kind of flatlined. But overall, there was a small girl with the star, and then the dibbles, they all pretty much. So now I'm trying to think about what are the things I'm going to do. Is it conference one-on-one was the one that went down? Just checking with them. Any ideas?
What strategy was your student seeming to struggle with the most?
I couldn't quite tell from the star score, so that's, I
Sure.
guess that's where my confusion is. I was surprised because when I conferenced with this child, it seems like so is it a fluke of the test or do I need to
was it
conference
possible
again?
they weren't feeling well that day and maybe they just didn't test
It
well?
is, so I'm thinking maybe I should just, I think the next 2 weeks I'm going to stick with that child and kind of do the check-ins, have him tell me a little bit more about his book. I think I'll even, write down the pages that are on his track because he really,
Oh, that's amazing.
True.
from day to day.
Yeah.
All right, did anyone else have any concerns about reading as a grade level, as a class?
I have a few students who are sort of not moving up with the fluency. And that's where I
Staying the same.
yeah, it's not a large group, but it's that there's a group of about 5 that I'm not seeing a real good, increase. So I need to figure out what I'm going to do with them. I think I'm going to try more of the small group time, just some of that one-on-one and pull them aside while everyone else is independent reading or doing stations. But does anybody have any good fluency ideas?
Well, are they at tier 2? Are they getting that?
3 of them are tier 2, 2 of them are not. So I was just thinking any little extra support maybe that I could give for, I have the reader strips. I guess I could do something with those.
Yeah. I don't know if you want to try that, talking a little bit of the 6-minute for those kids for a temporary basis, or, the decodable.
Okay.
So it sounds like overall in reading we're doing pretty well with the exception of just some individual targeted kids that we just need to hone in on what exactly their problem is and how we can support that and just kind of give them that little boost that they need. Okay, well I'm glad that we got a chance to talk about our data and now we will be ready for the CAT meeting and that's when we'll be able to look more specifically at those individuals that really need to have some extra support. So it sounds like overall we're doing good though.
Good.
All right.
I'll get a copy of
We're
this
done
to everybody.
early.
Okay.
Thank you. Yeah,